Bad decision on Indonesian's government on this one. Because it's one thing to have a country where you just don't believe in recreational, or in this case, drug use for certain things. I understand that, and I understand putting out harsh laws to
you got to deter.
Deter,
because Thailand's harsh on drugs too.
And that's
just not marijuana.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that's like crime in general.
That's true, I understand. And that's good. I think there's a line, and the line is...
An American basketball player possibly faces the death penalty or a lengthy prison sentence after being arrested in Indonesia on drug charges. 35-year-old Jared Shaw used to play in the Indonesian Basketball League for the Tangerhawks. That was until May, when reports say he received a package in the mail from Thailand containing 132 cannabis gummies. Cannabis is decriminalized in Thailand, but not in Indonesia, where some offenders have been sentenced to death by firing squad. In a recent interview with The Guardian, Shaw said he used the cannabis to treat his Crohn's disease, for which there is no cure. He added that he made a, quote, stupid mistake, and being held in detention for the past 5 months has caused him to go to a dark place mentally. After the arrest, Shaw's contract was terminated by the Tangerhawks, which said in a statement he violated the league's strict no drug use policy in his contract. The team also found him guilty of violating professional ethics and discipline standards. The case is eerily similar to that of Brittany Griner, the American basketball player sentenced to prison in Russia after she was found with vape cartridges in her luggage at an airport. She was returned to the U.S. in a prisoner swap after 10 months in detention. A friend has set up a GoFundMe page to help Shaw get legal representation.
I'm gonna start off by saying something real quick. I just want to point out the obvious, at least to me, that this is the literal definition of cruel and unreasonable punishment to me. Now, I understand that when you're in another location, you have to learn the laws and the rules and the customs of that location and abide by them to avoid getting the firing squad for some gummies.
I was about to say that.
It's crazy.
The fire, could you imagine?
That's crazy.
Like you don't get a whooping, you don't get a slap, you don't even get shot one time. You get a whole firing squad.
Dude, it sounds crazy.
Well, I guess that's why I'm assuming that a lot of people don't do drugs in Indonesia.
Oh, I'm assuming they're clean. They gotta be the most clean country in the world. Listen, I'm all about like deterring bad behavior. I'm not saying that drugs is bad. By the way, I was ready to really get on this guy when I read the title.
Yeah.
If he really got it for his Crohn's disease, I'll give him a little bit of a pass. He still needs to know the rules of the land. I'm just saying. It might be BS.
I'm not gonna lie. This is, especially after the Brittany Renner situation. The only reason why I have sympathy in the situation is because he's literally getting the firing squad. That's the only reason why I have sympathy. If he was just going to jail, I'd be like, bro, you should have read it. But he's literally getting the he literally might like be like deleted. So like I give him sympathy on that because it's way too extreme. But other than that, like how did you not like after the Brittany I said Renner, Brittany Griner. After her, like how did you not know that? Like how did you not check that? Like after that, you being an athlete overseas, like I don't understand that. Like do you just like not look over your itinerary? You don't look at any of the rules. You're just like, oh, I'm going to this country and it's an extra vacation.
He lives there.
That makes it even worse.
Yes, it does.
And you don't know that?
That's the thing. Like, you have to take it upon yourself to learn the rules. It's that simple. Because Griner was in Russia. However, you look at her situation and go, oh, crap. She's playing basketball, or was she playing basketball in another country?
Yeah, WNBA, I think.
She was playing basketball in Russia. And so like you said, I mean, after certain situations occur, you have to wise up. So even though Brittany Griner was in Russia, you have to look at yourself and go, okay, what are the rules in Indonesia that I might want to pay attention to? Okay? Right?
Yeah.
When you say it?
I mean, like, the thing about it is like, it's not like he's in the Middle East, where I'm not good at geography, so I don't know how close Indonesia is to the Middle East. I'm assuming it's not. But anyway, it's not like he's in the Middle East where they're like super strict on everything, so it's really easy to miss something because they're strict on everything.
Right.
Unless you just decide to live in like a paper box or something like that. But for this, and you're living overseas, like how do you not know that? Like not only that, but he was so reckless to get it in the mail.
Yes.
How? Like what are you even thinking?
Well, he probably had no other choice because if he's living in Indonesia, he probably can't buy it there because no one's bold enough to sell it because they hit the firing squad. So he had to get it in the mail.
Yeah, but you're getting, like, didn't they say it was like pounds?
123 bags of gummies? Was it bags or 223 gummies?
The one pack might have that, so it's definitely bags.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. At that point in time, man, you might as well just like after your game, cross the border, do something. But like, why would you?
I know where the map is. I know where most places are. I don't know how close Indonesia is to Thailand. So, well, no, I do want to know because he could go to Thailand. The thing is, he plays in Indonesia, and they also said that he was being charged for violating conduct for the Indonesian basketball league or whatever the case may be. So if they had found drugs in his system, even though, let's say he went to Thailand and got the drugs and did the drugs there and came back to Indonesia, if they tested him, he was positive, he'd still be facing some problems. So
yeah, but my thing is this: if he said it's for his Crohn's disease, wouldn't he have a pass for it or something?
Maybe in DC, but in Indonesia, they're gonna give you the firing squad. They don't care if you got Crohn's disease. They don't care if you have epilepsy.
But my thing is this: if this is like, because that's a serious like
condition, absolutely
condition. Like, wouldn't that have to be cleared out before you even go over there? Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean,
because when you fill out like those slips, like, oh, do you have this? Do you have that? Especially to live over there, like you have to disclose that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so you disclosed this and didn't let them know that you needed. Like, there's just so many things that just don't make any sense about it.
Well, I mean, listen, if he was going to like the military or something, again, this might Crohn's disease is a bad condition. I don't think it's gonna prohibit him from like playing in the league. And they're not, as long to them, they're gonna be like, okay, can you do what you need to do? Can you play for us? Yeah, okay, cool. They're not really concerned. Like, they're not gonna prohibit you from playing because you have Crohn's disease.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like part of that, I'm pretty sure he'd have to disclose his medications. Is what I'm saying. Like, okay, I have this disease, I take this, I take that.
Well, I'm sure there are other. I hear you. I'm sure there are other medications for Crohn's disease. He just chose to use marijuana to, I guess, deal with the pain of it. And
because that's what's leading me to think that, okay, maybe he doesn't use it for Crohn's.
Listen, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. It could be complete BS that's why he wants it. He might actually have Crohn's.
No, I don't doubt the fact that he has Crohn's, but I doubt that might be used medically for Crohn's. Like that.
Of course.
It might be one of those things where it's like there's some people who have like joint pain, and they're like, yeah, if you use the ganja, it's gonna help with joint pain, but you might not get a prescription for it. You see what I'm saying?
I do. We're on the same exact page. I think that's probably what happened here.
Yeah.
He probably listen. He's facing the firing squad.
I know. That's why I'm like, listen, I can feel for him on this one because that's like even serial killers don't get that.
That's wild. Yeah,
isn't that wild?
It's
like
crazy. It's way too much. We've established that part. But I think maybe in his
like chop off his hand while you're at it, right?
I mean, in some countries, that's what, if they catch you stealing,
yeah,
off with your hand. But or at least you can lose a couple digits. But I think maybe he's trying to help his case by saying he got it for that reason.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, which, if that's the case, I mean, listen, when you're facing something like that, do everything you can.
Yeah, I'm using it for all kinds of conditions.
Oh, absolutely. Bro,
I got this, I got muscle spasms, I got this. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, man, I'm going to say that this is probably one of the worst decisions that you could possibly make. And here's the thing about this situation. So it's like, if you look at the Brittany Griner, right? Her name's Griner?
I guess, Griner, I think so.
If you look at her situation, is her sitting in jail bad? Absolutely, but it's tolerable. You could say like...
Don't forget she's in Russia, but yes.
No, what I'm saying is it's not life or death. Opposed to this is like literally like death.
Yeah.
And she got scooped up fairly,
trip.
like within what, like I think 3 months, 90 days?
10 months.
10 months? Oh, 10 months, never mind.
That's a long time. And he's been in jail 5 months. I'm going to say bad decision on Indonesian's government on this one. Because it's one thing to have a country where you just don't believe in recreational, or in this case, drug use for certain things. I understand that, and I understand putting out harsh laws to deter.
Yeah, you got to put on deter. Because Thailand's harsh on drugs too.
And that's
just not marijuana.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that's like crime in general.
That's true. I understand. And that's good. I think there's a line. And the line is somewhere way, way, way before firing squad. I don't know exactly where it's at.
There's a lot of steps. There's actual jail.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy. There's actual jail in Indonesia.
Yeah,
like you can put him in there where he can't do it. And he's a big guy. So
yeah.
And if you look at him compared to the rest of Indonesian people,
yeah,
I'm gonna make the assumption that they're fairly small people. So just sitting him in a jail might be punishment enough because he can't stretch his legs.
Oh, facts.
So I'm like, listen, there's jail, there's community service. He probably do a lot of community service.
He can reach up top in the trees and get debris off the top of the buildings or something. I don't know.
I mean, he could impregnate half your population, then you guys would be tall.
They also be half black though. They don't want that.
Sorry
to say that, but yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna say he made a bad decision, but the country made a worse decision. I'm sorry. Like the whole firing squad is like way overkill.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't want to repeat it. You said it. I said it 3 or 4 times. I think anybody watching this video understands it's crazy.
But I'm like, can't y'all swap it out? Like instead of using, the blah blah, like you guys can just use hands. So it's like, what if it's like 30 Indonesians versus him, and he got his hands tied behind his back?
In that scenario, if the end result was still going to be deletion,
I'm just saying,
take him out with the bullets.
Just like a friendly fade, but just with a whole bunch of dudes.
Oh,
just get beat up.
Okay, so he doesn't actually get deleted.
Yeah, it's like you get jumped in.
Oh,
like you're part of a gang. You get jumped in, guys.
All right, that's fine. But if the end result was just deletion,
no, I'm not.
Go ahead.
Not delete.
I hate. This is getting dark. Forget it.
Very dark.
Yeah.
All right, decision makers. If you think he made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think he made I said good decision. Oh, if you think he made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, guys, stay away from the firing squad.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.